Alright. When people ask me why I over-medicate, I know what I tell them. Say, take a hike. World's been hijacked, motherfuckers. The world has been hijacked. System already dominated our lives, but that system itself got hijacked by a bunch of evil, selfish fucking assholes. They're giving out orders like Eisen from Bleach landed. They're just fucking with us. They're literally just fucking with us with all the mandates, all the orders, all the fucking nonsense. Best way to put it in like a general sense is, whoever's in charge is either an idiot or a pawn slash just evil person. And either is a big fucking problem. Will you choose selfishness over saving yourself and the fucking world? Will you choose just playing along to be able to fit in between other people's lines so that you can be around them? And what's that worth, being around those people? Surely you just lost in the fact that you shouldn't be around them. You shouldn't have been around basically anyone you've been around your whole life. And so now you have no standards, no inhibitions, be able to be like, or capability, because they've all robbed you of your capability. And now, in that desperation, because of your lack of capability, standardist, inhibitionless, so you're hanging out with these people. And, of course, led by society into this very thing, all the way down to 4th grade when the bully came into the class. And you just had to be stuck there with the bully for the whole year. When if it was real life, where we're not actually, real life to you guys is still being forced to be around people because after school you are all yourselves enslaved. Uh, in real life, we don't have to be around pieces of shit ever. We can always leave. And we can always speak our mind against them. But in school, it's like, oh, I don't want to get in trouble. It's like the very thing that you would have had you bounce back in your powers, you didn't want to get in trouble for. There's just all this compensation of your own power, your own soul, your own place, your own belief in your own place in the world. And has had you now cancel out all your thoughts that lead you against the world, against society, not the world. Sell your children to it instantly, just to get them off your fucking backs, wouldn't you? It's too bad, the time that you actually have your children away, you yourself are enslaved at work instead of at home fucking your wife. You just go around the rest of your life an apathetic vermin, never getting what he wants anymore, and just being the clown in the fucking family. As of course, if that route is taken. tipping point of the fucking world. And then it's just distraction, distraction, distraction. Nonsense, 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 distraction. Utter pile of shit. And all this noise just filling the media, blocking you out from ever watching one of my videos. Maybe one or two people in the world see this. They're just alone for themselves to also think about this. But folks, here's the breaking news. We are here to break precedents. We are here to set precedents, break it. Precedents ain't gonna break itself, folks. We are the alchemist. The adventurous alchemist. The wild alchemist. You might see in the forest doing all these weird things, making all these weird noises. He comes back to you, he's got shit that, blows your fucking mind. How? No, it's just words, right? All you gotta do is just learn words, and then it'll all just make sense eventually. There's enough assimilation, enough slavery to all be an adult just like everyone else. Funny thing about understanding abortion and how it's actually okay is that, they're all arguing at the age of conception and shit like that, but didn't realize there's a lot of adults that have yet to become human beings. And that just kind of fills in the rest of the blanks. In other words, the way that child was going to be raised, better off for the world that it died. Of course, like, a baby's life is more precious than any one of our lives. Because everything that they're seeing, witnessing, writing, perceiving, it's all like divine. It's all totally intact, totally in tune with everything. Mind fully functional, is blessed by God, and all of the rest. It just seems, with all this world hijacking, that some people would be taking advantage of this and knowing how much they infect you guys with sexual demons. That they could also abuse the misunderstandings and lack of knowledge and sinful thinking process that would ensue, that they could take advantage of. Like, basically it comes down to, if you're a sinner, you can't know that it wasn't you that caused the world around you to collapse. And that is the non-sinner's way out. That was like what Job was clinging on in Job. I'm not a sinner, and I didn't do anything. Why is the world collapsing around me? He was able to ask that, but of course it led into a deeper resolvement of, there's something that you're not doing. There's something that you're not doing. That's just a tangent. Sinful nature, it makes it so that you can't know that it wasn't you that caused the world to collapse around you. And so if, screwing a guy every single couple hours, whenever you get impregnated, who the fuck, first of all, is the father? Get the DNA test compromised, because how long do those take to get done? And uh, this world being hijacked, who's to say? And all the hospitals being hijacked, clearly now hijacked, and certainly now that all the good nurses quit when the vaccinations were being mandated because they kept seeing the effects on the people and being like, fuck this is horrible. This is worse than them having just survived this thing because they were young and they would have survived anyways. They were young, nimble. Now they've got fucking cerebral palsy and shit. They had potential and now they're fucked, like just going to be your average homeless person on the fucking streets. And of course, those homeless people deserve to be there. They don't deserve a home. They don't work a job. If we didn't arrest people for building their own home without having paid anyone, just like, if I build my own home in the forest, there's no telling when the government might just swoop in and be like, you're not allowed to do this. We're taking everything. And it's just like, I was just trying to be like, I was trying to not fight against you guys. I was trying to play like the middle way of just existing, surviving, and thriving on my own terms. Naturally, and of course, it's just with that threat out there. What's the point of starting up, building your own house, saying screw the law, screw, natural sovereign rights? Because all it takes, according to the universe and reality, period, all it takes, semicolon, all it takes is building it. All it takes is building it. If we would allow each other to build homes as the citizens of this country, be able to just build a place and maybe make that part of our education, like construction, so that we can actually, ourselves take care of ourselves during, say, a hurricane. Money wouldn't just have to be poured in, trillions, billions of dollars, paying a bunch of construction people to set up those prisons all over again in that totally gridified circuitry system of this town. And all the slaves floating by in their little conveyor belt, fucking moped, fucking slave mobiles. Oh, gotta get there quick. Got a destination. I have to destination, or I'm gonna be late. There is no future, there is no past, it is only now. Ever, period. Just sitting still, you can take in all of the universe. What does that mean for travel? That means for travel is that it's certainly about the travel and not the destination. The journey is to be had in the travel, not at the destination. There's already too much input everywhere. Not just everywhere, but higher dimensionally. Too many things to think about. Too many things to contemplate, too many things to feel. And then, you got the sun burning. It's like however many hundreds of thousands of miles diameter of fucking nuclear fission, fusion. I can't remember if it's fusion or fission. It's probably fusion. It's that ball in the sky, just making everything, this reality seem so epic, but here we are in our American fucking lives being like, Oh, what's all telly? What's the next gadget? What's the next fucking distraction? Who's the next celebrity I can shit on to boost myself, pretend like I understand anything about fucking reality? Though you might understand not idolizing people, it's certain that you understand misunderstanding people and being selfish. And all you do is follow up on being selfish. Americans have been trained to stomp other people down in order to promote themselves. Gee, I wonder why we're hated world over. Contrasts. Panda can be both black and white, folks. Panda, in fact, is both black and white. So if you want to try to take one side, be like, oh, mask mandate is the only way. We can't reopen nature until we get everyone to put a mask on for at least a few weeks and see what it's like to go brain dead and have organ failure for a little while. And pretend to be safe and feel like they're safe because they're masks. Know what it's like to feel like you're safe because of your masks. You guys need a better god, actually, is what it is. Your god clearly can't protect you, whatever that fucking lowly god is. God Almighty, Lord Almighty, He can certainly protect you. He can do absolutely way more than protecting your avatar. And people are so not understanding. Oh, there's a big Santa Claus in the sky. No. Big Satan Claus in the sky? Big old pedophile taking your children on your lap? So probably above all is basically what needs to be most talked about nowadays is all the 35-year-old and up American males who have all become these pedophiles who have sought to literally attack my generation, our lower, younger generations, our minds, our psychologies, our paradigms, so that they can fucking slither their fucking way into our lives and have us give some type of spiritual consent, not verbal consent. They don't give a fuck about verbal consent. It's all about some type of implication, and they'll just take their delusions all the way to the fucking bank if should they be delusions. Most likely are. The people, the women, have been divided from the males of their generation so that they can end up alone, waiting for some rich pedophile to swoop them up and trade sex for stay, or pornos, whatever it is. Whoever gets his ego most alive and thriving so as to keep his flesh alive through the dust it was going to become should you have said fuck off, you fucking freak. Imagine a woman taking a tone with a man like that. He's probably gonna fight you. And of course, do that when other men are around so that they can kick his fucking ass and maybe kill him. Or just carry a sword yourself, or like a gun, or some mace, and spray it right in his fucking eyes, and then kick him as hard as you can in the balls, the part where you're trying to fucking make sure that he never has sex again, because he can't. And, yeah, I forgot I was live streaming. I guess that's what I gotta do. Forget I'm live streaming. Alright, world. What the fuck's up, y'all? Fuck's wrong with you people? Fucking stuck playing fucking third grade out in the fucking real world, niggas. Stuck playing third grade. Oh, my image, my social status, the lies, the the orders, the mandates. We gotta follow the mandates. We gotta seem like respectable people to the superiors. The superiors, the ones who rule our lives for a reason, because otherwise we wouldn't be ruling our lives. Right, guys? Yeah, I think. And so we have it. I need cardboard. Why must I prevent the leaks? Just kidding. Oh. Man. I don't have to talk about it. World on a tipping point. We're all being sold, you know. Oh, we ruined your life recently, so get it back with this new bullshit. Fucking nonsense. And, you know, we're like, yeah, I need life right now. But of course, these are the most trying, most important fucking times in basically humanity's history. And so, it's like, for just stepping up at all, just a tiny bit above your guys' normal pace, you'll basically be a hero in these modern times. And you are a hero in these modern times. Just stepping up a little bit, thinking like third person perspective. Is this alright? Is this okay? Nah, this isn't alright. Fuck this. Say something. And say it. Mean it. See, you get it because you mean it. And that's all the real people around you will that's all it will take for the real people around you. Be like, this guy's real. This guy's one of my niggas. I got his back, and I know he's got mine. And that's how you make real friends. Because how else are you going to make a real friend if that person isn't real? You're aiming for people who aren't real, motherfuckers. Motherfucking aiming for people that aren't real. Set up your life to never speak your mind ever, so that you'll appeal to the people who don't speak their fucking minds. As the world slips into that darkness, upon the greater darkness that it was already slipping into because of precisely that, through all individuals over the course of history, we now find ourselves in the darkest shithole corner the world has ever fucking seen. Because everything it's built on currently is lies. Everything this society is built on right now are lies. And yet everyone believes them. Everyone lives to defend them. Everyone protects them. Everyone would, about 60% of the population would have a slight bit of a problem with the way I'm talking. At least 60%. But of course, everyone being fucked in the hard, fucked in the ass so hard nowadays, I wouldn't be surprised if they were able to partially get on my side just because of my vibe. But it's really truly the words. Come on, people, the words. Collective movement of mind to take over, take back the power into our hands from the tyrannists who have stolen it and now are absolutely fucking abusing it. And even if they weren't themselves, they are being the pawn for whoever is because their family was put on the line. Their anything, their testicles, we're going to cut off your testicles if you don't say what we're going to tell you to say. And they're going to, they had them right there, out in the open, scissors in hand, arms tied. And do you want your balls? Or do you want to just say a few words? And then from there, you can try to stop us in whatever secret way you think you got going on. But we're going to find out about it, and we're going to take off your balls when we do. In the words of John F. Kennedy, I will expose the secret plot of this agenda I'm paraphrasing now, by shitty secret Kabbalists, selfish fucking assholes, the people who have really actually taken over, even if it wasn't the government, taken over, like, the country by setting up things within that country, so now they have the power, they're just doing things shiftily, shadily, silently enough as well. It's all that, I will expose this secret plot. That's the wife running over to pick up the brains, but now what's it gonna take, motherfuckers? I don't believe it will be a military operation that gets America to destroy itself. I believe it will be a slow destruction using 5G towers, poisoning our water systems, neurotoxins like fluoride. Don't ever try to argue that that's a horrible fucking idea. You pawn. It's a horrible fucking idea. And it was such a tragedy that it happened, as it did for Nazi Germany. Gee, I wonder why everyone's becoming flaring fascists nowadays. And then, for the whole summer, not once did it come close to raining during the day. What did that mean? Must be, I don't know what science gonna say in a few days, in a few weeks, after some people in the country start talking about it. Oh, science is gonna say the sun's doing something weird right now. There's a hole in the sun. That's fucking nonsense, but the truth being, and as some rain currently falls to the ground, thanks to weather manipulation programs, allow these fucking fake fucking raindrops to fall everywhere. Um, Oh yeah, thanks weather manipulation programs. You're really saving us from the sun burning our fucking asses thanks to all our activity. I wonder why it's ramped up so much recently. It must definitely, right about when 5G towers were set up, seemed to be a slight and a pretty severe increase in the sun's radiance, magnificence. It's its heat. Yeah, probably why the clouds were melting out of the sky the entire summer in fucking Oregon. And of course, I'm the only Oregonian to fucking realize. Perhaps I've only been here for fucking a year. I've assumed Oregon was fucking cloudy, a cloudy fucking place. Not once did it rain or come close to raining during the day of the summer, during any day of the summer. They're gonna tell you everything but the truth about it. Every fucking Facebook thing that comes up that's like a sciencey advertisement, every single one of those is fucking literally bullshit. Never has any backable fucking shit. Never has a relevant, like an actually usable fucking article to refer to. It's just some idiot who said some stupid thing because they probably either misunderstood something or they're just a pawn. And how's that allowed to be spread to like millions of people over Facebook on the advertisement that gets like thousands of reactions, mostly angry because everyone by now realizes that they're bullshit. But they're not able to question like, how's this able to get through Facebook, yo? And of course, it's sold out. Facebook has sold out to preaching you lies, to keep you docile, apathetic vermin in the dark, not understanding the true agenda of this country, and to the point where you're all just fucking destroyed and exterminated. No longer needed. No longer wanted. Because the experiment has gone wrong enough for that many people, and no longer would anyone would want to. Except for your fucking ass. When that shit gets wrinkly and all used up, goodbye. Because that's the way this world's fucking going. We have such little time left. Knowing this video will probably be only viewed like 1 or 2 fucking god dang times. Well, it's great to know that all the media has been taken over by absolute jerkwads. Fucking idiot, scumbag, loser, moron, idiot, fascist, genocidal fucking idiots. Because the truth that I speak, disallows my permission through the internet. Getting all the algorithms and all the shit set up in place to make sure that not enough people hear the truth, and even if they did, not at the same time, so there was no collective movement of mind That's no collective movement of action for us to take back our fucking lives. From people who stole the fucking land from under our feet. You owe no one for that land. It was just stolen, so now they're gonna beat you. So now they're gonna beat you if you try to fucking set up something on it. Even if you're a citizen. Oh, citizen. Citizen's the damnation of your fucking race. You're a divine being. I plead the fifth on a maritime admiralty law. I plead the fifth. I'm never gonna plead the fifth. I'll be like, you're a bitch, nigga. Like, you can't handle this? You can't handle it? I'm speaking the truth. Well, you shouldn't make the truth of the situation. It's so fucking horrible. You guys might be able to handle the truth a little bit better. You shouldn't make the truth of the situation so fucking horrible. Make yourself so caught in being unable to do anything about it. Because how could you know? You set up your whole life around its rewards and its way of life. Tell me what to do. Oh, please, master, I don't know what to do. Tell me what to do. Suck my dick while you're at it. Hello, wind. So, please stick my hair into my face. While I'm speaking the truth, it's funny how many selfish jerkwad pieces of nothing that be the fucking American male fucking population. That just about every single male in the country is a piece of nothing, selfish fucking jerkwad, nothing crap, fucking idiot, loser, slave. Oh, I make enough money someday to be respectable. This motherfucking, oh, she might like my car, she. And then failure every way in the relationship. And then, oh, this is just nice. What do you mean to you? I forgive you, suck my crotch. Let's have something crazy makeup sex right now. I might forgive you. I'll lick my toes. I might be able to forgive. She give me a nice good one and good old dick suckings. Oh, shit. It's funny how much I can remember just by looking up. It's all there. The world that once existed. Shut the fuck up, Carl. The world that once existed. It's all right there. And then I look down. Oh shit! Here we are. 2022. Hey, dear God, how the fuck did I sign up for this? Of course I didn't sign up for this. Don't pretend like y'all have so much control that you signed up to live in this era. My fucking ass. You have to either be a fucking angel or just crazy, and I'm doubtful that you're an angel. Could be, though. Respect for still being alive and not having killed yourself yet. Given how hopeless it all seems. Like, god damn, the last 3 years of just, hey, here's a rule. Oh, we're gonna uphold this rule with our deepest condolences, our deepest respect. We're gonna preach this rule unto the world, and we're gonna separate ourselves from people who don't adhere to this rule. Of course, the rule being put a diaper on your face before ever being around anyone, and all the time indefinitely. Hey, that sounds like safety in a bed. Just about as safe as your average garbage disposal. I was trying to say dumpster. Average handy dandy local dumpster. For the times when your trash cans are filled, or when you don't have a trash can of your own. See, for $9.99 a month, me and my friends will help you dispose your trash. Make sure that the world does not fill up with trash by putting this trash somewhere else. Maybe just pile a bunch of land on it and be like, hey, that's a good job. Job well done. It's just a nice big hole, a heap of hill, thanks to trash and a little bit of dirt. Yeah, you're right, bub, a little bit of dirt. What does Vern say? Let's go get some beef jerky. It's a joke, sorry. Sorry. I think it's funny how people always snap, think they're Jesus. Doesn't anyone ever snap and think they're Buddha? I'm Buddha. You're Buddha. I'm Buddha now. All I gotta do is change 2 letters on my belt. And see, the guy named Vernon wants to be Jesus. Just let him be Jesus for a while. His name's Vernon. I mean, come on. What's Vernon gonna say? What did Jesus say? What's Vernon gonna say? Let's go get some beef jerky. Inside joke explained. Better be happy. life. Man, this is like, I wouldn't even really want to do. First of all, I would never do stand-up comedy if everyone in the crowd was wearing a mask. First of all, for so many reasons I'm not gonna name. Second of all, I don't really want to do stand-up comedy in a place that would make me not be allowed to smoke. I don't mean just like a cigarette. I mean like a spliff or a joint or something. See, because people still having a problem with that to the point where even in like a bar, though everyone's drinking alcohol, turning and integrating demons, becoming a complete piece of shit, that I can't smoke some weed because some people might smell it and be like, hey, that smells good, we should probably smoke weed and get the fuck. Because of course, uh, I guess that's the reason. You know, well, should corporations have such a grip over our fucking lives that they can mandate what we can or can't do as people in their establishments that might influence their money inputs, you know. The money might be affected at the expense, well, you know, so that these people actually end up making the right decision. Shit. I guess that's, you know, like, it's all about the message. And the more edge-filled truths, spoken statements I've spoken in my life. Polarization is improper. Some people out there somehow end up arguing that polarization doesn't even exist. Because on a higher dimensional plane, it doesn't exist. Because on a higher dimensional plane, we're all connected. Yes, that's the truth. That there are people who aren't on the higher dimensional plane, and most of you aren't. So, as those people operating in polarization, um, it's quite an important topic to know is a factual reality, and it's also improper. Not doing things right. Black and white, huh? Is life black and white? Is life itself black and white? No. We got colors, nigga. For starters, 0.001 point. Uh, Black and white. Maybe you're black and white. Would you take pride in that? Would you take pride in that after I said that, after you said that? Oh, Complete enemy. A complete enemy truth speaker in the streets. He is our greatest enemy. Because he'll mess up our chances of getting late tonight. And we attacks the patriarchy and system. Can't handle it. Being a musician, feel possibly a musician might make it this far in this video. If you've never been on a stage, get the fuck up there. To recognize it's what you should have been doing your whole fucking life. Musicians are the masters of ceremonies. What kind of ceremony is it gonna be? Gonna be a ceremony of everyone bend over for the guy right next to you? Or is it gonna be a ceremony of wake the fuck up, make your own goddamn decisions? For the first time in your life, or first time since you're like 3 years old, make your own goddamn decisions. Yeah, when you were a child and you were like, I want to be an adult so I can do everything I want and eat as many chocolate bars as I fucking want. Then you grew up, and they had stolen you by the time you grew up. Compromised you, made you seek the Jesus, these crows, made you seek the rewards as opposed to just earning rewards. Most modern people would take that for me to be saying, get money so that you can buy the rewards. Wrong. Earning stuff has nothing to do with money. Earning stuff. It's the complete opposite of what an American does. It's the complete opposite of what an American functions on. American, they only know how to look for rewards. They want to cut straight to the chase and get right to it. Because it's all they have, it's all they are. A little fucking sex demon. I don't see people anymore obsessing over like jewelry or anything. It's all a play to have sex. motherfuckers like Hans Nielman after he beat Magnus Carlsen by cheating. No happiness, no sense of success, because he cheated to beat him. Obviously. Just speaks for itself, walks away. Does it feel good being Magnus Carlsen? No response. Yeah, just beat the world chess champion. Whatever, man. Lame, who cares? Obviously, you don't care because you haven't actually earned what it takes to be at that spot to end up with a recognition of how crazy it is to be Magnus Carlsen. So to beat him, not just beat him, but to beat that guy, you should be like, wow, I am finally there. I did it. It's crazy. Holy shit. Of course, he's a cheater. He's cheated in the past, cheats probably most of the time. I forget how I got into that really, but kind of just want to play some chess right now. We got 13 minutes, folks. We got 13 fucking minutes. That's all I'm giving you. That's all you got. Shit's free, but it ain't always free. It ain't. I've had my words with God. All I want from him is ability to have breaks while doing the things he wants me to do. That's my only request. Be able to just like chill on my own planet with, if I ever find a woman, to just chill with her alone. Say fuck off to everything else. As long as it takes for me to play as many video games as I want. And just chill. Fucking whatever. Music, anything. I really do like video games, though. Perhaps a little bit too much. It's just nice to see. It's basically the only thing that saved me throughout my childhood were video games. Everyone was a piece of shit. Everyone treated me horribly throughout my childhood. Like, so horribly you can't understand. Not in a physical abuse way. I was like one of the tougher kids around. I would kick their ass. But in like a psychological abuse way. And well, I found that when I played out video games online, and when people basically judged you by what you said, your voice tone, and how you play, if you're good, if you got brain capacity to be good, then it's all said and done. It's all there, and then you could just like actually have real relationships at all, instead of like always doubting each other and shit. Yeah, that shit like literally saved me, because it was always just psychological abuse, all that just relationship terror throughout my childhood. And then, you know, like my parents would always take it away, and I would always like die inside. I had nothing else that I wanted to do. I didn't want to be around the family. I didn't want any of that, because it was all literally psychological abuse. And the reason I really say that without any sort of, you know, like defense for them is that, you know, they really haven't come to recognize what they did at all. At least as far as they've communicated with me. so many examples. It was literally every single one of our interactions. They would gaslight me and remove my perspective because that was just what they operated on. They had to operate on the belief that basically my conclusions were asinine, not applicable, not relevant. Because if they were, then they would have to doubt themselves from me, and oh, I'm the black sheep of the family, but no one says the phrase black sheep. Just, no, you're not the black sheep. You're just like the stupid, annoying one we always have to put up with all the time. So the black sheep, no, it's like, stop doing this, man. I'm gonna laugh, and you're just gonna feel bad again. Video games, yeah. Video games are awesome. Online video games, most importantly. Be able to, like, humble people who need humbling, but of course, in this society, we can't smack a motherfucker. Can't slap anyone. Can't even get, like, raised voice tones, or some grandma around is gonna call fucking cops. And it's also important not to play too many online video games, because clearly there's something that happens there when people start saying shit. Saying the type of shit that if you said it in real life, you basically should get slapped out, smacked out. They have no filter. They're just full. They've integrated as many demons as they can to not be swept under the rug when someone proves that, their life journey has proved futile, proved, you're not where you should be having ran into me. You're not where you should be having ran into me should you end up with a negative conclusion about me. Not where you should be when you end up with me, around me. If you can come out with a negative conclusion about me, it means you've been missing the tracks of true progress throughout your life that would have ended you up in a more powerful psychology and meaning that you've attached to life, so that you can end up speaking for things that need to be spoken for by you, by your care tree that you built inside yourself with ethereal bricks or atoms or whatever. It's the ethereal mists built that tree. And of course, alcohol burns away those branches, so that you can't necessarily speak for. And perhaps in the burning process, you're a little bit more able to speak for that which you care for, but afterwards, that tree is burnt, and now you have to rebuild it. And it's basically why your hangover is so horrible, is because you don't have what you had before, which is, basically what everyone comes to conclude. But it's that care branch of the care tree, where now, it's not that you couldn't speak the things that you wanted and cared to speak for before. Is that on some level you were just too afraid to. And with a tiny bit of alcohol, you were able to breach those layers. Belligerent, whatever, but a tiny bit of alcohol, you tapped into speaking what you cared for. God, I'm losing it. Too many things. Kablah. On the other side of the train wreck, at least I'm chilling with Hancock, aka Will Smith, aka baddest ass motherfucker on the planet who saved us on Independence Day. check the movie out, motherfuckers. On a real note, though, I want to get to my chess tournament, so I'm going to wrap this up. The world's been hijacked. System that already robbed the outlook of all our lives and stole our minds from us is now hijacked itself by shitbag evil fucks. The only way I could see that shit falling unless we uprise is some internal breach. Like shit. All the effects. Stop ignoring all the effects. So as to disagree when someone around you is speaking this very truth. Put the effects together to recognize this world's been hijacked. And, we as the population, you can't kill 1 million people. Bob. Whoever the fuck it was. You can't. Either the whole world's gonna attack you, or the whole population, you're gonna lose the whole population. And so if we all mass together, not just necessarily in a giant crowd, but if that would work, then let's do that. Probably would work. All of us just right next to each other, passing along these very truths. We have the power. We can build anything we want. All of us together, just doing it because it's a good idea, with the reward of being able to ride that roller coaster that we built, or eat that food that we planted, or build that house with the fucking supplies that we've all gathered, or whatever, anything. Everything that is life can all be provided by each other, by us. And we have to stop imprisoning each other until we run out of job positions, only to force the creation of new jobs for us to not be able to recognize for longer that jobs shouldn't and don't apply to humans. We are divine beings. What the hell are we doing selling fucking sandwiches at Starbucks, nigga? Starbucks, freaking Jimmy John's, Jangatangs, Jabalons, Baratongs, Cherokitings, Chick-a-Pay, Chick-a-Tray, Chick-fil-A, Charon, Dubay, Bon Pon. Just a nice way to pretend like we all still have fucking lives at all, right? Yeah, in order to push this premise, let's destroy parts of the Amazon and set up a bunch of fucking malls, shopping centers, and just pretend, this is the best way. Look at where we set up this piece of shit factory and this piece of shit fucking, let's burn it down right in the center of God's sphere of the fucking planet. Let's burn it down. 200 million years of planetary evolution, fuck it. Burn it down and set up some soy farms. Because the local farmers definitely did not agree to that. And so when they preached that type of bullshit message, us being so uncultured, unknowing of, the fact that they would never agree to something like that, they definitely just spoke different languages, and they're like, all right, we're just going to do it. And then just, told the Americans whatever the fuck they knew, they were just going to do nothing about it anyways. We're going to be able to figure out, no, this isn't true. And even if they could, the headline fear message is going to confuse them enough to not know themselves that no, they would not agree to this shit. Thus, this fucking shit is fucking lies, and our government's a bunch of corrupt, murdering, lying, fucking goddamn planet-destroying genociders. Well, next we're selling them oxygen. At least we'll make a bunch of money. And peace.